There's a story about this incredible piece of marble in Italy where the people of the city of Florence saw as this massive piece of marble was being lugged into the city that had come from one of their most famous mines, the famous marble mines. And it was intended to make this statue of the great Old Testament prophet. But when the sculptor of that time, Donatello, saw the marble, he rejected it. Do you know why? He said there were imperfections in it. And because there were imperfections in the marble, he would not make the masterpiece out of it. He just wouldn't do it. So that massive piece of marble ended up just laying in the cathedral yard for years. One day, another sculptor came and he saw that big piece of marble that was laying there. And he didn't look at the marble the same way Donatello did. This sculptor saw the marble and he saw something beautiful within it. So he had the marble taken to his place, and for the next 2 years, he began to work on this piece of marble, creating it into this incredible piece of this work of art. And finally, on January 25th, 1504, it came time to display to the world what he had been making. All the greatest artists from around the world had come. Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci. I'm going to try to do this Italian name. Who knows if I get it right? Pietro Perugino. That's as good as I get for the Italian accent. Who was the one who taught Raphael. All of these guys came to see what this man had made. And sure enough, when they ripped the massive cloth off of the sculpture, people just stood there in awe at what he had made. They said, this is a masterpiece. That imperfect piece of marble that Donatello would not work on turned into Michelangelo's David. One of the greatest works of art this world had ever known. In that flawed piece of marble, Michelangelo saw a masterpiece. In fact, many of them came and asked him, how in the world did you make such a masterpiece like that? How did you see that in that flawed piece of marble? And I love what he said. He said, it was easy. I just chipped away all the stone that wasn't David. But friends, did you know today that's exactly what God is doing in us? So often when we look at ourselves or we look at others, all we see usually is all the imperfection. But God sees in you and God sees in others what we don't see. And sometimes what he must do is chip away the mess in order to reveal the masterpiece.